So this video has been a long time coming. This is going to be my favorite and not so favorite products that I've purchased in the past year. It's kind of like best and worst of 2009, but it's already like February and I'm very aware of the time. It's just taking me a little bit of time to compile all these products and figure out what exactly it is that I like about them, what I don't like, etc. And I'm fresh out of the shower too, so forgive my appearance. But I am losing my light right now, so I'm going to be talking kind of fast. I want you guys to be able to see the colors and the products and everything before my light goes away. These aren't really in any particular order. I do want to keep them separated, like makeup, nails, hair, all that kind of stuff. But just the first thing I grabbed is this e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Powder. Now, as you guys can tell, I'm very pale, very fair, almost vampire-like. I don't sparkle in the sun though, unless I put shimmer on myself. But anyways, this bronzer works really well with my skin tone. It's not excessively orange. It's definitely more of a brown-based bronzer. It does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's really not apparent when it's on the skin. Just maybe a little bit of a glow. And also this blush is something that I like about 15 times more than NARS Orgasm. And sure, I've already shown you guys both of these in my e.l.f. haul video, but definitely something worth picking up. I think it's $3 from elfcosmetics.com, eyeslipsface.com, but I got it with a 50% off code, so it was $1.50. Easily one of my best and most favorite purchases of last year. Next, this is the Stila Illuminating Finishing Powder in Gold. This came with a set that I got from Sephora. It was a bronzer and this product for $10 total. This is something, and I've used this so many times, it still has a dome to it, which is crazy, because a little bit definitely does go a long way. But I just take a kabuki brush, swirl it over the top, and then dust it very lightly all over my face. It gives me a glow without being like a sheen or a shimmer. Just a very healthy, such a cliche, that like lit from within kind of glow. But it's very pretty. It's not gaudy, but it's definitely very wearable and something that can go for daytime as well as nighttime. Another product from e.l.f. that I've been loving is the Mineral Eyeshadow in Earthy. I actually like pretty much all of the ones that I got. I think I got 8 or 9 different shades, but Earthy is just this gorgeous glittery olive green. And this looks so pretty when it's on. Like it's kind of amazing that this shadow I think was $3, and then with the code it was like $1.50 or something. But it's stunning. It's gorgeous. I can't really say enough about it because I like it so much. Oh, should have put lotion on my hands after I got out of the shower, but I wanted to rush to make this video, so. Next up in the makeup department is the Coastal Scents 10 Color Blush Palette, which I've already done a full review on, but it needs to be mentioned again because this palette is phenomenal. And you can see by how much product is still left in here, I use very little of this when I'm applying it. It is so pigmented that I can just dip the brush in extremely lightly a couple times, dust it off, and then I don't even need to go back in sometimes to finish the other cheek. So I want to say that this shade right here is probably the one that gets the most use from me, and then these two on the sides, because I've been leaning towards more pinky shades. But then definitely if I want a more natural, something to go with warmer shades, I use either one of these. So this is, I want to say $15.95, something like that, but it's extremely reasonable. That price is just insane for how many colors you get that are so wearable. This is another one of my favorite products that I got from e.l.f. It's the Mineral Eyeshadow Primer, and it's called Sheer, and it is very sheer. It's just a very translucent, kind of a flesh tone shade, and once you blend it out, it's pretty unnoticeable. But at the same time, it does take away a lot of the redness and any of the veins. It's not, completely going to wash them out or cover them, but it does help to neutralize the purple and red and blue tones that are in the eyelids naturally. This product is pretty much my go-to base. I use it every time that I do my makeup, with the exception of when I'm trying out like the primer potion, shadow insurance, that kind of stuff. But I kind of left all those in the dust because I love this product so much. What I do is just take the product out, tap it on my finger, or sometimes I'll just tap it directly on my eye because I'm the only one who uses this, and then just spread it out with my finger. And it really does help the shadow last all day, and I'm talking, you know, hours upon hours upon hours. And I just love it. I think it is a fabulous invention for $3, and then again, if you can find a code, you know, it becomes even cheaper. My favorite mascara that I'm loving right now is the Maybelline XXL Pro 24-Hour Bold. And I gotta say that this product kind of surprised me. I've only been using it for maybe 2 or 3 weeks now because I was using up my Rimmel Sexy Curves, which it's decent. It's not my favorite mascara ever. It's alright though. But when that one started to dry up a bit, I started using this, and why I was surprised is because on the old XXL Extensions mascara, on side 1 was a primer, like a white primer. And on here, it is just like a regular brush with black mascara. And silly me, I threw away the card that was on the back of this that said kind of what you're supposed to do, but the other side is a more fluffy brush, or a bigger brush, I guess. And when you layer the two, it's like the biggest, boldest, dark, voluminous, thick lashes ever. And it really does stay on. I have not noticed any flaking with this, like whatsoever. So that's definitely impressive for me because mascara does tend to flake on me quite a lot. And I got to the point where I didn't really know if it was the MAC Black Track Fluid line that was flaky on me, which I found out that it was, so I stopped using that. And then when I was using the Rimmel Sexy Curves, I was still getting a little bit of flaking. You know, just the little black dots on my cheeks that would kind of trickle down or fall off. But I haven't noticed any of that with this, so I love this mascara, and it's a very, very dark black. Okay, I just washed all of my brushes. There's, with the exception of this one, I just used this one to put on my my blush today. But this was originally sold to me. This is the MAC 188. It was sold to me as a stippling brush for foundation, and I kind of have been shying away from my Studio Fix Fluid. So I've just been using this for blush and also for highlighter because it's small enough to kind of get in that area, as well as with blush if you do like a stippling motion or a swirl motion. I do like this quite a lot. I'm kind of glad I didn't get the 187 because it's a lot bigger, and I think that makes it be a little bit less versatile. But this was a good purchase brush-wise. And the other brush I wanted to mention is the e.l.f. powder brush. It's wet right now because I just washed it, but it is kind of like my lifesaver. I hate using sponges and applicators like that to put on my foundation, powder foundation. I always have to use a brush, or on occasion I'll use my fingers. But for powder foundation, you can't really use your fingers. So the e.l.f. powder brush paired with my MAC Studio Fixed Pressed Powder Foundation is kind of like my go-to everyday thing. In fact, this is one of my favorite products as well. I use NC15 of the Studio Fix Pressed Powder Foundation. Quite a bit of a dip in there. And I just take the brush, put it in there, swirl it around, and it only takes maybe 2 or 3 times dipping it in here to get full coverage all over my face. The color match is really good for me. It looks like white, so obviously it's a match. I left this in here just in case I might need it for an emergency. Actually, what I've done before, the other side is dirty because on occasion I have taken like a clean side, dipped it in here, and then lightly tapped it underneath here, just if I felt a little extra moisture, and if I was going to be doing an eyeliner on my bottom lash line. I didn't want to have raccoon eyes by the end of the night, so definitely using some of this to absorb some of the excess moisture is a great idea. But yeah, I really do like this. Like I said, I've been shying away from liquid foundations recently, so just taking out some extra steps